Hi. Welcome back. This is Dragon Reaper 35. Sorry for the abrupt disconnect from the last playthrough. We're still running from the janitor right now and seeing if we could put the lights back on, and hopefully we don't get caught by him. Let's do that. I think it was the other way. Shit. Okay. So it's 1. One. Five. My heart is beating really fast right now. 5. 8. Come on. 8. Please don't let the janitor come back in here. 10. And 12. 12. Now we have to go back down. Please, Granny, don't come out. Don't come out, Granny. Thank God. Come on, we have to go all the way down. Oh God. Why is everything scaring me now? I never was scared. Yeah, we're gonna get that. But that janitor's right there. Okay. Ghost Story 18. I'm trying to act not like a puss. Alright. 18. The mystery in the biology lab. There were many strange rumors surrounding the biology lab. Most of them feature a walking mannequin or a scraping noise across the floor. Also, most of these rumors were based off the history of the school building. The history of the school building goes all the way back to the occupation era. The building was used as a concentration camp for political prisoners. Some parts of the concentration camp were used by the occupying military to conduct horrendous experiments on human subjects. Every single experiment that was conducted there was evil and inhumane. Inhumans, the screams of the subjects filled the air around the clock. Students believed that the location of the biology lab used to be one of those human experimentation labs. So every time there was an accident in the biology lab, the students always brought up the idea that it had something to do with the curse of the human experiment victims who were killed there, or that the head researcher remained in the form of a ghost. Some even went on to say that the anatomy mannequin in the corner of the room was actually a corpse of one of the experiment subjects. Oh, okay. However, the most famous rumor of them all was the imprisonment accident. Dee didn't get very good grades. but he was especially interested in science and he worked hard in his studies. The science teacher took pity on him and recommended D to be the school's representative for a science contest. D saw it as a great opportunity for him and studied even harder. With the teacher's permission, he stayed behind every day after school and ended to study more and prepare himself for the contest. The area which he spent the greatest amount of effort on was the human anatomy and composition. He studied the anatomy and mannequin on a daily basis. A few days before the science contest, D who was studying alone in the biology lab, was so exhausted that he fell asleep. When he woke up, it was dark and the lights had been turned off. He tried to turn the light back on, but it didn't work. Even the door seemed to be locked from outside. He had no choice but to stay in the dark biology lab and spend the night there. He usually never bothered to think about the rumors, but his current situation triggered his memory to replay all of the scary stories he had heard. The more he tried to not think about them, the stronger they came to his mind. D was becoming more afraid with each passing second. He was especially afraid of the anatomy mannequin in the dark. His heartbeat raced, and it was becoming hard for him to breathe. D was so scared that he decided to light an alcohol lamp. Just as the flame brought its flickering light to the room, the anatomy mannequin suddenly came alive and slowly started to move towards D. The next morning, D was found dead in the biology lab. The cause of death was reported as a heart attack. What was failed to be explained was that his nails were ripped from their beds, and on the biology lab's door, there were scratch marks with trails of blood and a word scrawled in blood that read, "Anatomy mannequin." So he was dead by the mannequin. Which we already seen it in the biology lab. I'm gonna go out here, I hope. Yep, he's right there.
That janitor's all over your ass.
Oh my gosh. Why doesn't he just leave me alone? Come on. I'm gonna check all your little nooks and crannies in the meantime. Because he's right there. I have to know if he's going upstairs. Because if he's going upstairs, I have free range. Okay, good. He's right there. Oh, no, he's going into that room. Oh, he's going in the hallway. Okay, good. We'll pick this up. And we're going all the way to the top. And so go all the way up to the top. I am walking because I don't want that janitor to spot me. Because if I run, he's on my ass again. And he's freakishly annoying. what we're gonna do now. We're gonna turn the corner. Is there a clock in here? No. Keep walking. Looking for the other clock at the meantime. At the same time. God, he's coming back. He's coming back. And he's back. He is back. What the fudge? Is it me, or does that sound freakishly loud in my ear? Please don't find me. I'm gonna open all these doors so you can come up here. Right there. Oh man, go the other way. Keep going the other way. He's gonna see me, isn't he? This is a bad place to be, isn't it? I'm gonna go in this classroom. No. Close. Need him to hurry up and leave. Let's just say this game is a patience game. Okay, he's right there. need him to go upstairs. Come on. Shit. Should go the other way, man. Oh god. And that's how you juke a janitor. Seriously? Need you to go away. Okay, which side are you gonna go? Are you going to the left or the right? Left or right? Left or right? He's going left. Okay, he's gone. Okay, good. Shit. Okay, was there any rooms down there? Just the chairman office. I have to check those rooms again. I'm surprised they don't. Shit. Yeah, this is Greenwich. So Where's the other one? This must go. Oh, there it is. Beijing. 3 o'clock. Go. They do. Okay. Now we gotta go back downstairs. He's right there. Come on, just go away, man. Got the rods. Where is he? Oh, he right there. Now I know what you're thinking. Part of you saying I should just make a run for it. And I know half of you saying, no, don't do that. You're doing good. Well, I don't want to get my ass killed. Because I really don't want to do this shit over again. So, you're dealing with the scaredy cat here. Come on, man, where are you? You're right there. Again.
Straight in that room.
Alright. You have to go all the way up to the second floor anyway. Okay. And here's the cannon ghost. Mermaid. Read her story already. Things how this work is. Come on, don't do that. Stop it. Let's shoot right there. Come on. That's by you stupid mermaid. God. I didn't mean to do that. No! Shit. Oh my God. Oh, come on! No! Stop it! Gonna get me, Susie. Whoa! Shit. This game doesn't give you breaks, huh? Die! Die, weird lady. Okay. Let's open that door. What's this thing? It's open. Go up. Okay, now that we got the blue key. We're gonna go in the next area. And we're gonna finish off the ghost stuff. Stories. Now that we got the bells, we could pass this area with ease. Jesus.
The janitor won't notice you if you hide behind a desk. Sure, that helped before.
Yeah, that helped before. Really? Seriously? Damn freaking janitors. See, now we can pass this bridge with relative ease. Right into the dead zone of this guy. Just our luck, huh? We have to go this way anyway. Oh God. Nope. Please don't see me in here. He does. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this circle thing together. Fun. Yep, we're gonna have so much fun running around like this. Oh God. Damn it! Okay. Ooh. Come on, man. Give it up! Just not giving it up. Please stop following me. Let's get whatever healing item I have. How much coins do I have now? I have plenty of coins. I'll get some more help. No big deal. Alright. I'm in the wrong office. What's the other office? Make her leave. To go to the other office and then to the next room. Okay. When we left this area, there was a lens that we forgot to pick up. And it's in this area. There it is. Now we got both. I hope you're not dumb as me and you pick up that earlier. go to our first floor. Hopefully he's not there. Don't think so, buddy. Ooh. Okay. As soon as he heads back upstairs, we'll go check the next hallway. And get the two ghost stories. On. Just go away, man. None of the doors are open. Just leave. Code. Okay, C. Two. C2L. Butterfly. Wrong room. Right room. Alright. Let's fix these paintings, shall we? Number 20. The missing children. Jeonjae was heading home really late after school. After a school club activity. He belonged to the Mystery Research Club. They collected and studied all kinds of rumors, myths, and urban legends. The collection was not only from their own school, but from every city around. Lately, he was working on sorting through contents for their periodically published club magazine. At a busy time like this, the club's president was nowhere to be seen. Due to his absence, Jung-jae, as vice president, had to do everything himself. That was the reason why he was heading home so late. Still preoccupied with his work, he was thinking about the magazine even while he was crossing the bridge. Just then, somebody spoke to him. "Hello, dearie. I'd like to ask you something." It was kind of warm-looking grandma who approached. Her chignon hairstyle and her bent back reminded Jung-jae of his own grandma out in the countryside. Right before he was going to answer her, he suddenly paused and wondered. Why was this old lady at school at this late hour? In that moment, he recalled a ghost story that he had investigated a while back. The building of White High School was erected in the occupation era and was used as a refugee camp during the Korean War. In the refugee camp, there were lots of orphans who had lost their parents in the midst of war. Since the situation was so grim, no one really had the luxury of worrying about these kids. Then, some grandma took these orphans under her wing and took care of them. The kids depended on her and got along with her well. The people didn't suspect anything of this grandma. Then one day, the grandma and the orphans suddenly disappeared. The refugee thought it was strange, but as if they had previously agreed, they kept silent about it. It was a time where such things happened. A short while after that, a woman came to the camp. She was a mother of one of the orphans. The woman went through so much to find the whereabouts of her child, and was finally here to reunite with them. When she heard of the disappearance of her child, she wailed with despair. The refugee, who felt a little guilty about not having done anything about the disappearance of the orphans, were finally moved to action by the woman's heart-wrenching cries. Led by a former hunter, a few refugees decided to help the woman and search for the missing orphans. They followed the trail of the children up into the mountain. Jeez, everybody's dying up in that mountain, huh? When they got halfway up, they found an old, run-down hut. They were greeted with the rotting stench of corpses inside the hut, and found the hut was full of small white bones, which seemed relatively fresh. It was said that they never found the old grandma. Jung-jae couldn't figure out why he had suddenly remembered the ghost story. Feeling spooked, he kept his mouth shut. Maybe it was the old traditional dress that the grandma was wearing. The old grandma, who was pressing on Jung-jae with her questions, slowly revealed herself, and her face twisted and turned into the face of a demon's. From her dark and empty eye sockets, red light gleamed. She mumbled as she smacked her lips. "So close. What a pity." The next thing he knew, he was waking up at his desk. He must have fallen asleep while sorting out the materials. Still, it seemed all too real to be just a dream. On the paper in front of him, there was a warning from the material he was reading right before he fell asleep. Never answer her questions. Oh, so if he would have spoke, she would have ate him. Well, we've seen that grandma. She is a continuous ghost. She never leaves. Alright, now we finished this area. Now we have to go to... we have to go to... We have to go to the music room. No. We have to go to the next building. Main building 1. To get the Morse code. To come back to main building 2. To the music room. Oh boy. It's gonna be a lot of backtracking, people. You want the ghost stories. This is what's gonna be done. So let's head upstairs. Oh god. Is he coming? Wait, is it the second floor? No, it was the first floor. The first floor, we gotta go to the next building, to main building 1. And then we come back. Alright. We have to go to... we have to go to the workshop. And then we have to open these 2 doors. I mean, mailboxes. Okay. Hopefully the janitor is not on this floor and he's on the other floor. Oh, wait. Wait, where are we? We're on the first floor. Okay, on the first floor, there should be that thing that opens up. Or maybe I can't see it. It's right here. Boy kills girl. Ghost story number 3. Ji-Sub, a new transfer student to White High School. I recently heard a horror story about the school from a classmate. So of course, of all the nights, the night he had to come back to school to grab something he left was a stormy night. Like this one. The quiet pouring of the rain reminded him too much of the scary story. Only a few years before, there was a student named Ji-Hyeon. She was dating a boy named Myung-ho, who shared the same homeroom with her during the first 2 years of school. When they were in their senior year, they were assigned to different homerooms, and Ji-Hyeon began dating Ho-young, who was in the same homeroom as her. Myung-ho could not accept such a sudden breakup. After dating Ji-Hyeon for 2 years, he tried multiple times to go see her and plead his case, but Ji-Hyeon completely ignored him. Growing more resentful with each rejection, Myung-ho began to hate Ji-Hyeon. One day, Myung-ho decided to go see Ji-Hyeon one last time in her homeroom during lunch break. Ji-Hyeon, just like all the times before, was cold and cruel and ignored his pleas. Enraged, Myung-ho took out the knife he had brought with him. Of course, he wasn't planning on hurting her. He wanted to mend his wound ego by watching her tremble. Seeing her finally acknowledge him, however, Ji-Hyeon knew him all too well. She knew that even though he acted tough, he was just a narrow-minded, scared little boy. Seeing his desperate attempt with the knife made him so repulsive that she became angry at him. She called him names and taunted that he would never have the guts to actually use a knife. Wrong move, girl. At last, her taunting worked. Myung-ho, momentarily blinded by rage, swung his knife and stabbed Ji-Hyeon. Ji-Hyeon fell to the ground, her blood running across the entire floor. Myung-ho, scared and confused by the scene, went berserk due to Myung-ho slashing his knife crazily around him. No one dared to go near Ji-Hyeon. They could only watch from afar as she bled out. Since that day, there is said to have been sightings of a female ghost lying down on the floor as if asleep. Ji-Sub tried to block the story from his mind when he reached the classroom. When he opened the door, though, his efforts were in vain, and he tripped, falling backwards in terror. He saw a girl lying on the ground in the dark, like she was fast asleep. Alright, we've seen her already. Okay. Now that we're here, it's time to combine some keys. So the first one will be... Where's my little notes? Let's see, near the workshop, we need the dark key. In order to get the dark key, we need blue and red to mix. Blue and red. Okay, now we're gonna go to classroom 2-5, which is right there. Hopefully he's not here. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the workshop. We're gonna unbind these keys. Oops, sorry about that. And then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna mix this and this. Now we're gonna get a story. 6. The Wailing from the Art Room. Hyun Sol Hyun had a crush on the new art teacher at Y High School. The art teacher was young and talented, and Seo Hyun wasn't the only girl who fell for him. Desperate to become his favorite student, she gave her all in our art class. She had always been gifted with her hands since she was a child, and soon she did become his star pupil. Seeing Seol's talent, the art teacher advised her to apply for an art college. Seol accepted his advice and began to take private lessons with him. This was a dream come true for her, to be left alone in a school with her crush, spending hours together practicing art. At some point, a strange rumor started circulating through the school. The rumor was that there was a teacher dating a student. The rumor made its way into the ear of the school's administration, and soon the young art teacher left without warning, as if he was banished from the school. The rumor was never confirmed. In the middle of the night, with her favorite teacher gone, Seol sat alone in the art room. The faint moonlight through the window rested on her shaking shoulders. She was crying mournfully. In her hands, she held an unfinished clay doll of a woman. Great care had been taken in forming the clay doll's face, and it looked just like Seo Hyun. With her eyes full of resentment, she stared at the doll. The next day, the whole school was in shock. The dead body of a female student had been found. It was revealed that the girl had killed herself by overdosing on sleeping pills. Even more shocking, however, was that the dead girl was found to be pregnant. The school tried to prevent students from spreading unconfirmed rumors about this accident. But soon the whole school knew, and there were all sorts of theories about the girl and who the father was. A lot of people pointed their finger at the art teacher, but it was never confirmed. It was. After the incident, people began to report that they could hear a baby's cry near the art room. At first, the crying was so faint that people merely thought they were hearing things, but as time went on, it became so loud that the vibrations felt like an earthquake. A baby's ghost with its umbilical cord wrapped tightly around its neck was also reported as appearing. Even to this day, they say you can see a baby's ghost in search of something during shadowy moonlight nights. It is imperative you must remember not to follow it, for should you fail to find what the baby wants, it might drag you down into the deep darkness instead. Well, you've seen that, baby. Alright. Now we're done with those keys. Now we're gonna get the other crane, which we need this and this. And then we need this and this. There we go. We don't need to come back here anymore. So the next room we have to go to is the class 2-2. Oh, the janitor is not there. Mailbox 2-2. Morse code. Oh, he's right there. The janitor is right there, people. We're gonna walk our way out this door. right upstairs. Yes, it's that simple. Alright. I'm gonna go down this hall because the gym storage room's right there. But before we do that, we are going to room 27 and put the map pieces in there. Then we'll come back to the gym storage area and get the crane. Two stories and one. Yeah, no, janitor's right behind me. Of course, that door is locked. Yeah. Okay. Hurry up and come and leave. There you go. Alright, let's put Matt's schedule. And there you go. Number 11. An incorrectly solved math problem. Nahai, a junior year student at Y High School, was a top student, smart and outgoing. She was especially adored by her homeroom teacher. Perhaps that was why she was always full of herself. When the teacher wasn't around, she would act snotty and as if she was better than everyone else in her class. None of her classmates liked her. Everyone avoided her. But Nahai could not care less. What does it matter what they say or think about me? They're all losers, Nahai thought to herself. Nahai was prideful and had a large ego. Then one cool autumn day, the subject for fifth period was math, the subject that the homeroom teacher taught. It was right after lunch, and with the cool breeze coming in through the window, most students were nodding off during the lesson. To wake the class up, the irritated teacher called a few students to the board to solve some math problems. Nahai was one of the students who was called up. One by one, students returned to their seat after solving their problem. Since the problem were easy, no one got them wrong, except Nahai. She had read the question wrong and incorrectly solved the problem. This was unheard of, considering her skill in math. In front of the whole class, the teacher rebuked Nahai, saying that it was a stupid mistake. The teacher intended for Nahai to remember the embarrassment and never make the same mistakes again. Nahai could not lift her head out of shame. Her face turned bright red. The kids could not stop snickering. The fact that the teacher's pet was being scolded right in front of them was fun and satisfying. Wow, you students are dumb. When the teacher left at the end of the lesson, all the kids started talking about what had just happened to Nahai. They sounded excited that they finally had something to hold over her. Nahai was angry. She blamed the teacher who embarrassed her in front of the class. She hated her classmate who took it as an opportunity to talk behind her back even more. And she was angry at herself for getting the stupid question wrong. Even when she went home after school, she could not get it out of her mind. She hated her eyes for reading the question wrong. It's not my fault, she decided. She rationalized to herself that the problem was not hers, but her eyes. Soon, a terrible sound was heard, and the workbook on her desk was splattered with red. The next day, Nahai's classmates trembled with fear when it was announced that Nahai had committed suicide by digging her own eyes out with a knife. After this happened, a rumor spread that whenever a math problem is left on the chalkboard, Nahai's ghost is summoned. It is said that the ghost would stare at the problem on the chalkboard, but her eyes' sockets would be empty holes. Wow. Well, so that's 11. Okay, we're missing 1 and 2, right? Yeah, 1 and 2. We're missing 1 and 2. And 1 is the appreciation room, I think. Or something else. I don't know. Let's just get the crane. Yeah, 1 is in the museum. 1 goes always in the museum. The other one is the typewriter. Alright, so that will be the last ones, right? 1, 2 is missing, so you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, missing 8. And 9. One, 2, 8, and 9. Then we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we're missing 1, 2, 8, and 9, right? 1, 2, 8, and 9. Yeah, 1 is at the typewriter. 2 is the eye test, which I know what room that is. Number 8 is the cranes. And number 9 is the Morse code. Those are the only 2 that's left. And we finished 11, the map problem. Did we find my body? Yeah, so that's the only thing we're missing, right? 1, 2, 8, and 9. Yeah. Alright. Let's go get them. Alright, forgot. Oh shit. Come on. Okay. Oh god, you went the wrong way. Oh god, he's right behind us. Close the door. Go all the way around. Keep going, keep going. Is the door closed? Okay, good. I'm gonna stay right here. Where are we? Okay. I have to head back right through that door. He's still down there. Make it easier for him. So he doesn't come. Yo, the cranes. Now we got to... I think are we finished here? I think we're done here. Typewriters in the other building. Wait, where was the typewriter again? Is that in the same? Is that in the same area? It's the same area, isn't it? No, I think the typewriter is in... I think the typewriter's in the other building. I have to go back to the first floor again. Because I don't think this door opens. So I say downstairs. Okay. All right. Is the typewriter in the faculty office? Or is that in this same student department crap? typewriter's not there. Okay, I need him to go down that hall so I can check upstairs. The typewriter's in faculty office number 2. Because there was a room there. So we gotta head to faculty office number 2 and then go up to the music room. Then we have to come back down to the 2nd floor and go to the new building. So let's backtrack. Alright, let me see. We have to go to the 2nd floor anyway. Shit. Duck down, you idiot. God. Found me! No! No! I don't want to die! No! Damn it. That was a stupid move. I should have stayed where I was. I mean, not in the bathroom, but in the other area. Please tell me we got everything. Okay. What about the story? We got everything? 6 through 20, blah 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 blah. We're still missing 1 and 2. 8 and 9, right? Yeah, we're good. I don't have to do that shit all over again. Okay. I gotta go to the 2nd floor. Yeah, we gotta go to the 2nd floor. Oh yeah, another Easter egg, people. That was an Easter egg. Oh god, don't, please, no. Damn it! How does he know where I am? Ah, no. Is that room open? Of course it is. I should have went up to the 4th floor. It's the 4th floor, right? No, it's the 3rd floor. If I turn this light on, is he gonna come get me? He doesn't come when the lighter's on. Did you went upstairs? Yeah, you went upstairs. Okay. I have to go to the other room. Okay. Dying message. Nobody recognizes me. How much I care and love my students. I only meant for the kids to grow up and be polite. But they only complain how harsh I am without thinking about how I feel. But I can endure this someday. The students will see me differently. Yes, that has to happen. There was a junior year kid who died while sneaking out of the dorm during my watch. Am I so terrifying that the kids would take such an extraordinary route? It's not like I am raising them. Lately I've been doubting myself slowly, convinced that maybe I am in the wrong. Where did I begin to go wrong? I just heard the rumors today. It was about the kid who recently died. The rumor said maybe I killed the kid myself. I was so bewildered and angry that I could not say anything. Something snapped inside me. My true intention will never make its way to them. I am sick of everything. The quieter I get, the louder they buzz, like a swarm of disgusting flies. They keep buzzing in my ear. No one is going to save me but myself. I gain nothing from holding back. I cannot hold it anymore. Today I will make an example out of someone. They will never be noisy again. This is war. A war that will not end until one of us is gone. Whoa. Okay. Okay, one thing about this dying message, they have a message in here that we haven't seen. So let's start for message page 1, where it says, I only meant for the kids to grow up good and polite, but they only complain how harsh I am without thinking about how I feel. That paragraph, if you notice, the F is capitalized. There's a number on this page. The F is capitalized, the O is capitalized, the U is capitalized, and the R is capitalized on harsh, which means F-O-U-R, 4. Second page. Okay. There was a junior year kid who died while sneaking. Sneaking is capitalized, which means that's an S. Sneaking out of the dorm during my watch. During has a capital I. So that's S-I. Let's continue. Am I so terrifying but the kids would take such an extraordinary route? Extraordinary hasn't capitalized X. So literally is S-I-X. 6. So we got 4, 6. The third page. I just heard rumors today. T is capitalized. So T. The rumor said maybe I killed the kid myself. It was about the kid who recently died. The rumor said maybe. Okay, so one of these has a capitalized O, and I can't see it too good. Which one? Intention. Where? Oh, okay. So I was is capitalized, which means the W. So TW. And intention, that's correct. Intention has a capitalized O, which means TWO. So that's a 2. So there's 4, 6, 2. And what's the last one says? I cry a lot. They buzz like a swarm of disgusting flies. So of has a capital F. So it's F. They keep buzzing. Buzzing has a capital I. So it's F-I. No one is going to save. Save has a capital V. So it's F-I-V. That's correct. The number is 5. Because if you're faster with your eyes, someone has a capital on E. Capital E. So F-I-V-E. So we have page 1 is 4. Page 2 is 6. Page 3 is 2. And page 4 is 5. So 4, 6, 2, 5. That is the message. Now we have to put that code in that area. Which that area is... I think it's the student department. It's the same room we passed up. Head back. Oh shit, he's here. It is not this room. It's the faculty office, isn't it? Son of a bitch. Well, we're going to the 3rd floor. Frig that. We're going to the 3rd floor and we'll come back down to the 1st floor. We have to come back down anyway. Okay, I thought he was coming. music room. Check the effing music room. Okay. Morse code. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do Morse code. Okay, hold on a second. I need a pen and paper. Alright. To do the Morse code, the Morse code is very easy. Very, very easy. And I will show you. As we go back to the Morse code, where are you stupid thing? There we go. As you can see, the dashes mean slow. When the pendulum moves slow, that will be the dashes. The dots means the speed. So if you see the pendulum move fast while it's knocking back and forth, that will be the dots. And the way you have to do it, they're each 5. As you can see, 5 little lines or 5 dots. What you have to do is when you separate each of the notes, then you'll get your answer, and then you look here and then you'll see. Okay, so let me just show you what I mean. And yes, this is like trial and error. But what can you do, right? Alright. Let's do this. First note. One, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So 1, 2. Alright, just to make sure I'm getting this right. You may have to play this like a lot, because this shit is freaking complicated. It's easy, but complicated at the same time. Let's try again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 2 dashes. 3 dots, 2 dashes. That's still a 3. It's not a 2, it's a 3. 5 dots means 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A dash and 4 dots. That's a 6. Then 1 dot. Okay, so it's 2 dashes and 3 dots. That's 7. Okay, so it's either 2567 or 3567. Okay. Let's get out of here. Now we have to go back to the first floor. Yeah, we have to go back to the first floor. Oh man, up or down? Shit, it's not here. Wait. No. Wait, so if it's not here... It's not up there. Check those rooms. And it wouldn't be up here. Is it in the first building? Is it the first building? Student records office. I don't think it's... What? Where are my notes? Come on. Oh, it is in faculty 2. It is the second floor. Then there's a student apartment. It's a student apartment office. To get the master key. To open the desk. It's gotta be in the student department office and I'm not seeing it. I gotta go to the second floor. Oh. So much for that idea. Second floor, second floor. Oh god, I'm gonna die again, am I? Come on, man. I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm gonna die. And I'm dead. Oops. 6 to 5. Did they change the code? They changed the code on me. Okay. Alright, they changed the code on me. Let's see. Yep, they did. SEVEN. Did she change her letter too? Oh, no, she did not. Okay, nobody recognizes me. Capital S. And how much I care and love my students. So capital E, capital V. I only meant capital E. Only. But they only. Only capital N. 7. There was a junior year kid. Capital O. While sneaking out of the dorm from my watch. Am I so terrifying that the kids would take such an extraordinary, capital N. Raising. I've been doubting myself, capital E. That's O-N-E, 1. So 7, 1, Next one. I killed the kid. The rumor said maybe I killed the kid myself. Capital F. Myself. I was so bewildered and angry that I could not say anything. Something snapped inside me. My true intention will never, capital V. So there was a capital I somewhere. Yeah, not anything. Capital I. F-I-V. Way to them. Capital E. Them. That's 5. So 7, 1, 5. And this one. Disgusting. T. Capital T. I'm in my ear. No one is going to save me but myself. I gain nothing. Nothing. Capital H. TH. Anymore. Capital R. THR. Someone. Capital E. THRE. 1. Not end. That will not end until one of us is gone. 1 is E, so it's 3. So we got 7, 1. What was this one? 5. 7, 1, 5, 3. 7, 1, 5, 3. 7, 1, 5. Damn it! 3. Master key. Now we can open the desks. I have to go back. Chair there. Oh man, just go away. in another hour. I guess. Ghost story number 1. Ghost of a house parent. At the time of its establishment, Y High School was in the middle of nowhere at the base of a mountain with hardly any human traffic. Due to this reason, Y High School had dormitories for the students. In the female dorm, there was a notorious house mother, Miss C, whom everyone was afraid of. Coming from a good family background, she demanded that the students behaved and follow rules at all times. She would give harsh punishments for any violation of the rule, and this caused many students to complain about her. It was little after the midterm when a junior fell out a third-floor window and died. She was trying to sneak out of the dorm while evading the house mother's watch to go out and celebrate the end of the midterms. But for some reason, the rumors spread that the girl committed suicide because of Miss C, or even worse, that Miss C had killed that girl herself. Miss C was in great shock, and for a while she stayed silent as if her spirit was broken. The students were happy about this change and secretly kept an eye on Miss C to see if she would return to her old self. Then came the incident that riled up all the students. Miss C was doing her rounds and found a student whose hair was longer than regulation. Miss C took the student to the bathroom and cut the girl's hair. But when that happened, the student and all of her friends surrounded Miss C and protested against her harsh punishment and strict rules. At first, it was only a few students who spoke up. Then one by one, they were joined by other angry voices opposing Miss C, and soon enough, every student in the female dorm started protesting against her. Anywhere Miss C looked, an angry glare met her gaze. Finally, Miss C broke under all the pressure and her own pent-up emotions, and she ran out of the dorm, screaming like a madwoman. None of the students cared. No one went after her, trying to calm her down. In the end, Miss C's body was found on the nearby mountain a few days after she went missing. Since then, people started reporting that they've seen the ghost of Miss C. The rumors spread quickly, and the girls in the dormitory suffered from insomnia and fear. Eventually, the dorm had to be shut down. Even so, there are still sporadic reports of sightings of Miss C's ghost. Yeah, we saw her right in the bathroom with those scissors. Alright, so that's ghost story number 1. I'm missing 2 and something else. Oh, that's in the new building. 8 and 9. We have to go to the music room and get the code again. Since we died. Okay. I gotta go to the 3rd floor. Oh, nobody's in here. Get lost. You're not welcome. You grumpy old... Oh, jeez. Nobody's here, you grumpy old fart. You can't see me in here. Grumpy old man. Please go the other area and don't go straight the other way. Son of a bitch, you went to the same freaking area. You're behind me, aren't you? Nope, there you are. Is he gone? Damn it, he went into the same area I need to go in. Whoa. Oh, come on. Just leave, man. Oh my god. Just go away. Shoot, janitor, shoot. Nobody wants you. Try this like frickin' again. Hopefully he doesn't show up. Okay, it looked like it didn't really change the glow to an extent. Yeah, shit. Okay, now that we got the Morse code and we got the dying message and we got the master key, now we need to get the F out of here. Because there's nothing more for us here. Let me see. Check my notes. Got that. And now we got that. And 2. Did we do the eye test? We gotta do that just in case. That's on its way to the first floor anyway. Where'd he go? Come on, we need to go to the first floor. see. 2. Butterfly. Oh, thank God. Okay. See? 2 L butterfly. C2L butterfly. He's telling me he's on the 3rd floor. Good. Thank God. I'm out of this dump. Okay. Save, so if I die, it's fine. The faculty lounge. Shit, it's not in here. It's on the other upper floor. It's on the upper floor. Not that one. It's on the 1st floor, actually. Alright, extreme dieting. Young Me was a senior high school student, and she had never been happy with her body. She was excited to become a university student with only the entrance exam standing in her way, but regretted that she wouldn't get to have any campus romance with her kind of body. So she would always say that she was on a diet. The strange thing was that she didn't look overweight to others. The people around her would tease her that she should actually gain a few pounds. Still, young Me doubted their words. When she looked in the mirror at the back of the classroom, she only saw an overweight girl. Look at what a pig I am! How could they call me thin? How could they say I could gain a few pounds? The only conclusion that young Me could come to was that they were being sarcastic. Just wait. Just you wait. I will become thin. I'll not eat anything until I am thin. From that day, young Me didn't eat anything and would only drink water. She became thinner by the day until it was to the point where she was just skin and bones. She barely had the energy to even move, but she continued her refusal to eat. When she was forced to eat even just a little, she would run straight to the bathroom and throw up. She had lost so much weight that watching her walk around the school was a creepy sight. Her friends and teachers, who at first had been worried, began to avoid her. Then one day, a new boy transferred to her class. Wanting to make quick friends, he treated the whole class to pizza and burgers. With the teacher's permission, they served the food in the classroom and held a party. Everyone was able enjoyed the food while relaxing and letting go of their stress of preparing for the college entrance exam. The transfer student spotted young Me sitting by herself by the window. Even in this celebratory mood, she was not eating. The thought never occurred to him that she was on a diet. He just figured that she didn't get her share yet. So he brought her one of the remaining burgers and a soda. No, I'm not eating. I won't eat anything. I'm still fat in the mirror. Can't you see? Young Me stood up and shouted with rage as she pointed at the mirror at the back of the classroom. Suddenly, the classroom went quiet. Her face was contorted with anger, and her eyes gleamed with insanity. Young Me started snickering and looked around her. All the kids' eyes were locked on her in fear. To her, it seemed like they were all staring with eyes filled with disdain. Young Me stormed out of the classroom screaming. Nobody moved to stop her. In the end, she was found dead in the mountain nearby, having starved to death. Her classmates tried to figure out what young Me meant with her last words. What did she mean by the mirror? We don't have a mirror in our classroom. Whoa. She saw a ghost and thought it was her. So 8, 1. Did we get number 2? We didn't get number 2? Oh, number 2 is the lost face, right? That's in the other area. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 9. We're missing 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we're missing 2 and 9, right? 2 and 9. Alright. Let's go get 2 and 9. Oh, wait, going the wrong way. It's this way. C. Butterfly. Oh. Oh shit. That thing hit my face. Number 2. The Impassable Bridge. Although it was early in the morning, the whole school was filled with an uneasy buzz. Min, a student with... Is it Min or Min? A student was found unconscious in the hallway. This particular hallway was the passageway between the main building and the new building, which we just passed already. And it was rarely used. It was built with an interesting design that puzzled all those who set eyes on it. Its purpose was to be a bridge that connects one building to another, but it was shaped like a tunnel with fluorescent lighting. But not one window. This made it seem creepy even during the daytime. What's more, getting to the other building wasn't a straight path, but instead twisted and turned. All of that combined made fewer and fewer students use the walkway. And the less that people use it, the more creepy the rumor about it became. One rumor said that while walking down the passageway, which felt like walking into a cave, there were sounds of footsteps either behind you or coming from the front. Either way, you'd never see anyone there. Another rumor said that if you enter this hallway in the middle of the night, you will never get to the other building, but instead get lost in a labyrinth of corridors until the break of dawn. The night before the accident took place, Min told his friends that he didn't believe in such a bogus story. Being teenagers, they dared Min to prove himself. So Min and his friends came to school in the middle of the night. The test Min was given seemed simple. He only had to go through the passageway, get to the other building, and bring back an object from a classroom. Min wasted no time beginning this easy venture and quickly opened the door to the passageway. He disappeared into the darkness and the door shut behind him. When Min was alone, he realized it was scarier than he had imagined. The passageway was without a single window, and all he could see were the small patches of light like islands in a patch black sea. Min shivered and began to regret making this bet with his friends. When the sound of his footsteps echoed loudly in the empty hallway, it felt like something from the darkness would come running at him at any second. Min gathered together what courage he had left and started walking as fast as he could. That's when something passed by him and lightly brushed his neck, making a metallic sound. His hair stood on end. He felt like something was right behind him. Was he hearing things? He thought he also heard faint laughter. Min, clenching his teeth, bravely turned around. Nothing was there except a completely empty hallway and darkness. Min, who had been scared to death, was a bit relieved, until right at that moment he heard a whisper. "What are you doing here?" Terrified, Min ran as fast as he could, screaming. It didn't matter how fast or how far he ran. He would never be able to make it to the building on the other side. At last, Min suffered a panic attack and was knocked into unconscious. His friends, after waiting for a long time, all returned home. Everyone was worried for Min, yet no one suggested going to look for him. So that's how Min was found laying unconscious in the passageway the next day. From that day on, the students have called this passage the Impassable Bridge, or the Labyrinth. The Labyrinth named school. Okay. Let's see. So that's one. Now you're missing number 9, which is in that room. Is he here? He is not here. Nope, he's here. Okay, what was it? 2567? Please be that. 2, 5, 6, 7. It's not! Oh, come on. Is it 3, 5, damn it. You know what? I'm just gonna make this guy die. I'm gonna kill him. I don't trust this guy at all. Let's try again. Yeah. Damn it. 3, 5, 6, 7. What the hell? God. Maybe it's not really 7. Maybe... maybe it's 8. 2, 5, 6, 8. Yep, it was 8. Number 9, Lost Face. Un-ah was a popular girl. Not only was she pretty, she was musically talented as well, winning many awards since she was young. Everyone loved her, as often happens in these cases. Everyone wanted to be friends with her, and she became egotistical. In contrast, Misuk was hardly known by anyone in school. She thought she was ugly. That caused her to have self-confidence issues, making her timid and introverted. Due of this, she had no friends to speak of. Is that of? Friends to speak of. Even her classmates hardly acknowledged her existence. One day, Un-ah was walking in the hallway while noisily chatting with her friends. Misuk focused on cleaning. Didn't realize anyone was there until Un-ah ran into her. Misuk stumbled and dropped the mop bucket she was carrying, spilling dirty water all over the hallway. Un-ah never said sorry. She barely spared a glance at Misuk, then walked away silently. Angered, Misuk went after her and demanded an apology. Instead, she was mocked. What are you blubbering about? You're as ugly and dirty as that mop water. The other kids snickered in agreement with Un-ah. Un-ah's cruel remark. Misuk's face turned red with embarrassment and anger. From that day on, she was an easy target for bullying. Every time she walked by, everyone would mock her without caring if she could hear. As time passed on, her resentment towards Un-ah grew to hatred for Un-ah. She decided that she would get revenge on Un-ah for what she had started. How pretty does she think she is? Does she think that beauty lasts forever? We'll see about that. One day, Un-ah was chatting away with her friends in the music appreciation room. Misuk quietly approached them as usual. The kids began mocking her. No one paid any attention to the bottle she held in her hand. Misuk took cap off the sulfuric acid she brought and threw it at Un-ah's face. Un-ah's screams of pain filled up the room and echoed through the halls. The kids around her scrambled away in horror. Not one soul stayed behind to help Un-ah. Un-ah pleaded for help as she screamed in agony, but Mi-suk just smiled cruelly and watched her beg. Un-ah's pretty face was eaten away by the acid. She was fortunate to have survived the attack, but it left her with a hideous scar covering half of her face. There was no trace of her former beauty to be found. After that incident, she would not go to school, refusing to even come out of her house. She broke all the mirrors inside, and her disfigured eyes, being sensitive to light, caused her to keep the house internally dark. Her depression became so deep that one day it drove her to leap from the roof of the house. They said that it was hard to identify her body because she struck the ground face first, completely destroying what had remained. Since her death, there are rumors of sightings of Un-ah's ghost in the music appreciation room. It is said her ghost always has her back turned, and that you'll die if you ever see her face. Well, that's true because she killed me. So that should be everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, wait. 18. 19, sorry. 19. And 20. You're welcome, people. All the ghost story, you should have got a trophy for that. Now, it's time to kill this janitor. Come on. Should have went inside there. Yep. Yep. Oh. It's okay to waste these. Oh shit, I forgot to buy some stuff. Come on, chase me, you stupid janitor. Come on, where are you? Who cares? You're all gonna die anyway. Is he gone? I need to check to see if it's on the thing before he show up through that door. I hope Grandma don't get me. Going through here, Grandma. Thank you, Grandma. She didn't bother me. Shit, he's right there. I came back. Oh well, I'm going around. any case, we'll go through this door. Let us see if the thing is on the correct thing. It is. Okay. There's a janitor. Down. At least I can go down too. Let's see how long we could dodge this damn janitor before getting caught again. Following me? Yeah, she's following me. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. Huh? It's not exactly 7 o'clock yet. Because I'm almost done with this, that's why. Can't do nothing, I'm almost done.
You! What do you think you're doing there? Nobody ever escapes this school! Aya! Let me through! I must get in!
Isn't I supposed to go through that door?
My daughter's in there! Let go of me! No! No!
Oh, they put her down.
You killed her! You killed my daughter!
Get her!
You'll pay for what you did!
Oh, they killed us.
You're just like them!
What? I don't even know you.
Why my daughter had to die!
I don't know.
It's your turn. Suffer like my child!
What? I'm not ready for this. I'm too young for this. She's still coming? Oh shit, she is. Hauling ass. Okay, alright. Hold on. Shit, she is hauling ass, people! Oh shit. Oh snap, please don't kill me, lady. I would love to turn around, but I can't. Don't look back. Just keep going, don't look back. I'm dying. Don't look back. Whoa! Crazy woman! I didn't do anything to you! Sung-ah? What did you do? She has seizures over noise!
My child, I will Hey, what's going on?
What the
I heard
fudge?
something fall.
Sure did.
That woman is...
She tried to kill me.
I'm not hurt. Thank goodness. We don't have time for this. I heard a scream coming from the lecture hall.
Okay.
I think it was So Young.
Really?
I'll go look for Ji-Hyun. You go ahead.
Alright, let's go and... Oh my gosh. She killed her own mom. Can't believe she killed her own mom. And she didn't even care. Alright. Oh, her knife is still there. Oh no, she died in the school, so her ghost is revived. Her ghost is among us. Okay. In the auditorium. Anything here? God, this controller's acting out like crazy. Just checking to see if there's anything else in here. Okay. So young, babe! How'd you get there? This girl moves around. Of course there's someone on stage. It's my babe. Trying to see if there's anything here. Nope. Nothing. Oh. That's what I needed. I don't think there's anything on that side. There we go. And head into the room. Is it me, or there's always notes here? There's a note there, and I can't get it. Oh, I can't get it. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Just keep going. Alright. Let's get some bunch of shit. We're not done. Okay. This 8 hours. Stupid Morse code puzzle. Okay. It's the other way. One more time, lady. Round the bend. Come on. Grab it! You. Wrong area. Another wrong area. Okay. Good night, sweet princess. Hey, she left a token. You're welcome, lady. Sweet cheeks.
Not young. I saw my sister. I heard her soul crying in agony. It's trapped inside the school. Heman, you must free them. All the dead souls trapped here. You must.
You got it, babe. Anything for you. I'll be right back. Actually, you'll follow me anyway. It's this way. Yada yada. There we go.
So you've finally done it.
What the?
I really thought you'd give up after one or two seals.
What?
How'd it go?
Sung-ah.
I think it went well. I really think that my sister's soul has passed on.
But I...
Wow, you're such an idiot. You don't know anything at all. What's wrong? Why are
You don't see her?
staring at me like that?
Because she's right here!
What the hell is going on?
Sung-ah! You don't see her? She's laughing at you! Oh no! I did something bad. I released the bat too. Sexy Sung-ah.
Do you finally get it now? You foolish girl. You are going to make a promise that your sister broke.
She's gonna use her body?
Na-Young said she would always be with me. She made that promise. She promised, but she never showed up.
She did.
I was all alone. Alone in the flames. When I woke up, my soul was trapped forever in the school. Like other dead souls, I preyed on people. Their energy, their dissatisfaction, anger, sadness. It gave me strength. But all of that's over now.
Ji-Hyeon, no!
With the power that you've unleashed, I'll be able to live again.
Not cool. Not if I stop it.
And you are of no use to me now. You will die right here.
I don't think so. I have the power! 7 minutes. Yeah. Alright, fire.
Hey, Na-Young, it's me. Huh? It's me, So-Young. Oh, really? Do I sound like So-Young? Oh, maybe because we're on the phone. Anyway, do you want to come to my house tomorrow? My mom wants to give you...
Hello, Mrs. Han? How are you doing? It's me, you and me. Sung-A's mom. I'm sorry I haven't called sooner.
Okay, so that's right.
Well, Na-Young really takes good care of Sung-A, you know? Yes. My daughter's so fragile, you know. I'm always thankful that Na-Young looks after her. Oh, please. Don't say that. Why don't we have a dinner party with the kids sometime? Alright. Okay. Hey, Na-Young. Look at me. I'm really grateful to you. It must be hard for you to study and stay with me all the time. But it really helps me. Come on. Don't just laugh. Say something. Na-Young? Where are you? Quit playing and come out! Fire! Mom! Anyone! Help me! Please help! Let me go! My daughter's in there!
Right?
Sung-A! Sung-A! Get out of the way! Please let me go! No! Let go of me! Sung-A! Sung-A!
Is it down there?
Oh, God! Hello? Anyone there? Mom? Mom? Mom! Where are you? I can't see anything. Mom! Mom!
Just listen to the story.
Mom! Look at me, Nayeon-han. Can't you see me? Where were you when I died? Don't act like you're sad. Don't pretend to be good. You're gonna feel my pain.
Hey sis, dinner is ready. Nayoung? I said come out for dinner. Don't you want to eat? Open the door. Why aren't you coming out of your room? What's wrong? Why are you angry at me?
That's it. Alright. Now to foil your plan. Yin Yang must be working. Sorry for the lag. Now you're coming with me somehow. Is that natural? The floor's breaking! Come on, Naya. I mean, Soo-young. Sorry. Oh my god, you know your sister. You get the forgive me ending if you leave her. And just ran. Forget her. And there you go. Right? Chrysanthemum. If you follow my whole directions, you will get this. No problem. Hello.
Thank you. You saved me.
So now what? Just standing here and all, but I got you candy. Does that mean you want to be with me now? I love you.
Thank you.
What? Oh,
What about Ji-Hyeon?
so
Let's go find her.
together? Because I love you. I love you, darling.
My sister and Sung-ah were friends. I thought about my sister every day, but nobody remembered Sung-ah. She must have felt sad about that.
I had forgotten her too, even after all the things she did for me when she was alive. Amen.
Yep.
I think that I will remember you for the rest of my life.
Oh, hell yeah, you would. Yeah, he's a Pokemon. Hey, that's a lot. That's better than my last time. I'm getting a little better than this. A little. Can't say that I'm not, but I am. So there you have it. All the Ghost Collection in one game. All for you to see. And you should have got the trophy for everything. Most of the stuff. Everything else, you'll just have to end up doing yourself. So, as you can see, hard mode is not that bad. Just the janitors is like freaking assholes. But other than that, it's pretty easy. And, well, I'm not going to say easy. It's normal. But completing this, you will get everything you need. Almost got her dress. Just need her hyacinth ending. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed everything you've seen. And now we have to say goodbye. This has been the Dragon Guide, the WhiteDay, a labyrinth named school, hard mode, ghost collecting, puzzle solving, and the chrysanthemum ending. This is Dragon Reaper 35, and I'll see you next game when we tackle another one. Other than that, I'm out.